On today's show, Tesla raises more capital to fund its operations, Holden CEO Mary Barra confirms an electric pickup might be on the way, and Italian motorcycle manufacturer Energica offers riders the chance to hone their electric skills on a racetrack. These stories and more coming next. This is Ecotricity's EcoTEC roundup show from New Zealand's only carbon zero certified renewable electricity company. We're 100% Kiwi and 50% community owned. Switch today at ecotricity.co.nz. Hi everyone, I'm back with another roundup in the world of clean energy and transportation. So let's get underway with a story that I think you might like. A new battery pack and improved range for the Hyundai IONIQ EV. Previous years came with a 28 kilowatt-hour battery pack, but new models are now going to come with a 38 kilowatt-hour battery pack, increasing the range from 124 miles per charge to nearer 165 or 170 miles per charge. Pricing has yet to be announced, but other tweaks include an upgraded telematics system and more powerful 99 kilowatt electric motor. As you might know, Tesla lost $702 million in the first quarter of this year. In its Q1 earnings call last week, Elon Musk said he was open again to raise more capital to help Tesla's balance sheet. And this week, Tesla did just that, filing with the SEC to raise $2.3 billion through selling $650 million of shares and $1.35 billion of debt. On Friday, Tesla amended that filing by an additional $400 million, pushing total funds expected to be raised to $2.7 billion. $25 million of that money will come from Elon Musk, who is buying extra shares in the company. Last year, Chinese automaker NIO had its IPO on the US stock market. This week, prompted in part by the rollback of Chinese government incentives for electric vehicles, it's laid off 70 employees across 2 Silicon Valley offices. In addition to the layoffs, NIO has completely closed its San Francisco office, moving remaining employees to its San Jose headquarters instead. NIO's Chinese parent company announced a company-wide 3% workforce cut last month. Toyota has announced some updates to its Prius Prime plug-in hybrid in what is essentially a mid-cycle refresh for 2020. Gone from the rear is that weird third, not really a seat, and in its place is an honest-to-goodness third seat, turning the Prius Prime into a real 5-seat hatch. There have been a few other tweaks inside aimed at making things more convenient for passengers, but for the rest, it's still the same Prius Prime we know, with a 25-mile EV-only range. And CarPlay. It now gets CarPlay and Android Auto. In the latest of a long line of ups and downs that is Faraday Future's life, the company has announced it's received a bridging loan of $225 million, which it says should finance operations through until the end of the year. At the same time, it announced a $1.25 billion stock sale, which it says will be completed by the end of the year. Despite all of this, however, there's very little news about the actual vehicle Faraday Future says it will produce, the FF91. The Energica range of electric motorcycles, the SS9, EVA 107 and Ego, are certainly among some of the most capable electric motorbikes on the market today. And if you're an experienced rider, you should be able to get a whole lot out of them. But Energica is now offering to teach you a little more, courtesy of My Electric Academy. It's a one-day track event that's just down the road from its Italian headquarters, where it will teach you how to get the very best out of its models, as well as not drop it like I did. It's a bit pricey, €990, but if you decide to buy one after you've gone on the event, you get the money back. Oh, and while I'm at it, I've got a review of the SS9 in the works, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. It's going to be coming soon. Tesla might be planning 1 megawatt charging for its upcoming Tesla Semi, but it seems Daimler is working on its own super-fast, high-power charging solution for its own electric trucks. At least, that's according to a now-deleted job posting that appeared earlier this week for an e-mobility senior engineer at Daimler Trucks, which would lead to future projects, including one focused on, quote, very high-power charging up to 3 megawatts. While we don't know any more details right now, the fact that this posting is now dead suggests that Daimler's very keen on keeping this as a need-to-know basis thing. For the past year or more, we've been playing a will it, won't it game of trying to guess if Holden is really serious about bringing an all-electric plug-in pickup to market. This week, during the quarterly earnings call for Holden's parent company General Motors, GM CEO Mary Barra gave her strongest indication yet that an electric pickup is on the way. Answering a question on the company's electrification plans, which itself was quite wide, Barra simply confirmed that GM will be introducing an electric pickup, which is far better than the considering an electric pickup of earlier this year. Will it come to New Zealand? Well, Holden hasn't got a great reputation with introducing electric vehicles, but I've got to say, an electric ute would be pretty sweet to see across the nation. Last week, you might remember that I told you that the Jaguar I-Pace wasn't doing so well in the United States, with far fewer sales than Jaguar had hoped. Well, this week, with the release of Jaguar's April sales figures, we're learning that actually the I-Pace accounted for 10% of all Jaguars sold. In other words, while Jaguar's total market share as a brand isn't very large, the I-Pace is already proving reasonably popular considering the number of alternative models that Jaguar sells. And finally, at the start of May, Canada began a brand new incentive program to encourage people to buy an electric car. It offered up to 5,000 Canadian dollars off the cost of eligible electric cars. But in order to be eligible, cars with 6 or fewer seats had to have a base model price of less than 45,000 Canadian dollars. The Tesla Model 3 didn't come in under that price. That is until Tesla launched a very special 93-mile Model 3 standard range, which is a special Canadian off-menu only item, for $44,999. And you can't use software upgrades to get more range. But it does mean some Tesla Model 3s are now eligible for the discount. Crafty. And on that note, I'm gonna say goodbye. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about this show and all our others. And if you've got some feedback, you know what to do. Don't forget to check out Gavin Shoebridge Camper EV video, which is also on this channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next episode. Oh, and why not switch to New Zealand's only carbon zero certified renewable electricity company? Go on, get your home, your business and your car, if it plugs in of course, running on 100% zero emission electrons. Thanks for joining me. I'm Nikki Gordon Bloomfield. Ka kite. See you next time.